So has this become more of a job than you thought it was going to be?
Darn. I guess I put these in the wrong way. That's when it's a job, when you got to do something over. But I knew better, so.
So what are your thoughts on this being the last day of January? The January is come and gone.
Good riddance. I can't wait till spring gets here.
That's
not that I want time to fly by. It's just that, well, I'm not into cold weather. And when it comes to trucking, freight's cheap, fuel's high, roads are dangerous. And the roads are mainly dangerous because you have people that are inexperienced and don't know how to drive on the roads, making them dangerous. I used to drive. I've drove in storms that I couldn't hardly see past my windshield. In fact, there were sometimes I couldn't see past my windshield wiper. You couldn't even see the road. Only way you could tell that the road was in front of you is that you'd have to look for reflectors and judge in your mind where the road would be between the reflectors. And that's how you could tell the road was there.
Wow, that takes quite a lot of skill.
And that's the way Wyoming used to be back just a couple of years ago. But I don't know what happened. I don't know. These governors now, they say when you have good times, it creates weak men. And I guess it's true.
Yeah, you said that they shut down the road for almost anything now.
Yeah. You fart on the road. Road closure. But, hey, you know what? So, I understand, and there's a lot of you out there, I understand you're going to be, well, you know, it's for safety and people are going to die. Okay, well, what did we do the 80 years before the last couple of years? We've been trucking since they've been trucks, and we've been trucking through ice and snow all these years. What did they do up there in Alaska? They shut down Alaska. How much snow they got up there? I mean, if you don't want to drive in the snow, then don't drive in the snow. If companies are hiring people that don't want to drive in the snow, then they need to hire different people. But to shut down interstates just because it's snowing, man, people still got to have things. I think I've been doing this stuff too long.
Well, you have like 30 years invested, don't you?
Yeah, I've been driving professionally 30 years. I actually started in the late 70s. Started for Air Fresh Trucking Company and Will C. Bennett. And there in Salinas when I was back in the 70s, where I learned how to drive. But then I drove a couple times here and there over the 80s, but I didn't start driving officially, making money with a CDL until 92. And then I've been doing that ever since. Before that, I used to buy, fix, and sell cars. I started doing that when I was a teenager, and had a bunch of cars in my lifetime. And but I couldn't provide for my family doing that. Well, I did. I used to, but not in today's world. I don't think I could. So I guess once I get everything paid off and I don't have to have $1 trillion every week to get by, then I might be able to do that.
Well, you also said that you didn't like having all the cars piled up and people.
Well, it's not that. It's people would find out there was a good, honest mechanic in town. The next thing you know, I had cars lined up down the driveway. I had to hire people to get the stuff done.
And then that cuts into your profit when you have to hire somebody.
And then the people I hired, I spent more time trying to make them work than I could get any work out of them. So I was like, man, I don't want to do that. You know, I'd have a, you know, get kids to sand down a car. Something to take me about a day or two to get done. It'd take them a month. Like, man, I can't make no money doing this. Trying to get them to work. I didn't want to do it no more, so I just started driving truck.
And in between then, you've had some factory jobs where you've been a team leader in a factory.
Yeah.
When we were
I didn't drive 100% of the time. There was times that I did other things.
Right, because when we were first married, you were working in an automotive factory and you were a team leader. You were working at Douglas Auto Tech in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. And what were you making?
Steering columns and shifters.
So I know you don't miss factory work.
No. I mean, I missed the camaraderie. A lot of good people were there. You know. Yeah, I like that. But I didn't like being stuck in a building all day. Not to mention I was working 80 hours a week, and over half of that was going to the government for taxes. So.
Well, it was 17 years ago this month that we bought the first truck. You left the factory in January of 2005.
Well, I didn't know it was gonna. Didn't know it rattled around like that.
It's not supposed to do that.
Well, I didn't know it did that, so...
So did you do something wrong?
No, I mean, I didn't do anything. But I will... I'm going to stop it from doing that. I ain't going to have it riding around. I'd drive me crazy.
So, Stephen, it was January of 2005 that you left the factory and bought that first 1996 Peterbilt. That was 17 years ago.
Here. Put another quarter in the jukebox.
So, was that a step of faith? Were you stepping out in faith?
There you go. What?
How did you fix it? What did
put a quarter in the jukebox.
You put a quarter. And tell people what a Boot Caddie is.
It's for wiping your feet. See, now I got grass on it.
Well, better there than in the truck, right?
Yeah, my truck is filthy because I've been parked there for 3 weeks, but I don't like it to be dirty. These are for ice. So when I get out, I nearly broke my back one time. I got out and slipped. So if it's ice, I put these on so I don't slip.
So was that a step of faith when you left the factory to buy a truck?
Let me see what we got here. Was it what? No, not really, because I knew all about truck driving, so.
But it was.
I always known that if I need to make money, I could make money driving truck. So, there it is. That's what it looked like.
Have you done the other side yet?
No. Between the ELD and waiting for somebody to get home with my medicine and having to cut those and put the tip back on them and Anyway, so I didn't get it done. I got this side, well, I don't have this side done yet. I got to put that top step on, but that's not an issue. All I got to do is put the bolts for that, but I'm going to take one of the good ones from the other side and put over here. That one's one of the bent ones, so even though I straightened it out and you can't see it, it's still got a little bit of a bend in it.
Well,
yeah, that's a lot stronger with them brackets on there, so. Alright, well I'm done here and put everything away.
so
Since I got all the cutting done, I can finish the rest of that up tomorrow.
all right, is there any last words?
Don't eat the yellow snow. Don't eat the brown snow either.
Oh, Steven.
So anyway, hey, y'all stay healthy. I got some medicine in the house I need to take, and maybe I'll get to feeling better. So I'm gonna try to get on out of here this Friday. If I don't, it's not a big deal, but I'm gonna try. So I need to get this truck back on the road, making some money. And you guys have a wonderful day. God bless, and later.